Hello, this is Linda Willow Roberts from I'm a Manifestor Facebook page. My newsletter is Magical Manifesting Magnets. You can find me on YouTube, Linda Willow Roberts, and my website is lindawillowroberts.com.au, and on Instagram I'm roberts.linda. I wanted to talk to you about how to work with Mercury retrograde when you're manifesting, how to survive it. What does Mercury retrograde mean to you? How you can use it to your benefit. We hear lots of, stories and people spreading fear about, Mercury retrograde, it's going to do this and it's going to do that. But let's have a look at how we can actually work with it. Now, it's actually, when Mercury goes retrograde, it's an illusion. It actually doesn't go backwards. It's actually stationary. And when we're looking at Mercury, when it is in retrograde, what it actually does is, if we use it for our benefit, it actually brings up things for us to revisit, review. And it's reviewing things and it will light up what we need to work through, how we can transform and move through those blocks and patterns. And most of the time we get people that come back from the past. We start running in, the divine timing changes, and we start running into people that we haven't seen for a while, that we may have had problems with, old relationships, exes. It's just situations that maybe have caused us a little bit of uncomfortableness when we were in them, and we thought we might have cleared it all, and then something reappears. And sometimes Spirit brings things, and just so that, you're confirming, are you done with this? Or do you need to go back and learn that lesson again? And if you do the work and you sit down and something or somebody comes up, your peripheral vision, you could be out supermarket, see somebody. If somebody's coming up that's from your past and there was a situation that was not good or you were hurt from, have a look. Okay, where is that in me? Where haven't I grown from that? Where haven't I learnt the lesson? What did I need? What else do I need to do? So you're looking at the things that are around you and bringing them up. So the more that you do that when a planet like Mercury goes retrograde, then the next time it goes retrograde, it's not so bad. You're actually starting to work through them. And then you've got to look at the other planets and what they're doing at the moment. Is it in between the eclipses? Is it a full moon, a new moon? So you have a look at those, what aspect, what sign is Mercury going retrograde? How does that affect me? Where is that in my house of my birth chart? Is that going to affect me more than other times? There's lots of things. Instead of just thinking Mercury's going to go retrograde, we're going to have problem with technology, travel plans will be mucked up, all those things. Have a look at all the other aspects of what's going around, just so that you know how it's going to affect you. This is being forewarned, and you're going to turn it from something that could make you fearful or stop doing things because it's Mercury retrograde, to having a look at how it's going to affect you. How can I work with it? How can I bring up and empty more stuff out so that I can manifest? The more you empty out, the more that you receive. So Mercury retrograde is an illusion. It's not going backwards, it's standing still, and it will highlight things that you need to shift, depending on what planet it's in, what the other planets around you are doing, what cycle the moon is in. So there's other things to look at rather than being fearful about Mercury retrograde. So this is what I would do if I was you. If you're being triggered by something or somebody or something comes up from your past, have a look at it. Pull it to pieces. Where is it in you? What is still there that you have not healed and have not worked through? And sit down and do some writing about it. Write down what happened. when this person came into your from your past, this is what it reminded you of, or this is how it triggered you, and this is what happened, this is how I felt. And always the last sentence is, I release this to the universe and I now let that lesson go. I no longer need to learn that. So this is, you can actually take charge of Mercury retrograde and help you move forward and manifest with it. So don't be fearful of it. Have a look into it. You have the power within you to react the best way that is for your highest good. And by taking action steps towards clearing things, it's going to help you move forward. So it's really, really powerful thing to do. And also Mercury retrograde, I'd suggest that you slow down a little bit. So when we're moving quickly, we're missing signs, we're missing our judgments, not so good. So it would be really important for you to slow down, breathe, align, ground yourself, all of those things as well. Make sure that you're hydrating, that what you are putting into your body is for your highest good. Have a look at your self-sabotaging habits and see what you're doing at the moment that could be brought up from the past. Are you feeling like you'd come such a long way and now you've just stepped back into the past behaviour and patterns that you thought you'd left behind? Then you can do some work on that as well. So don't feel helpless. Don't feel like you're at a disadvantage. Look at Mercury retrograde as a really good way to revisit and let the planets show you what you need to work on. It's a perfect time for that. So not just have a look at people that are from your past that are popping in, or wanting, if you're single, wanting past relationships to come back up because you're on your own. Don't do that either. Really have a look at why you're feeling the way that you are and do some work around that. Self-analysis is the best tool that you can have. And when these planets come up and they go into retrograde, they really do highlight things that we can work on. So use it to your advantage. This is how you can manifest. This is part of manifesting, is emptying out. And when, like I said, when there's other planets around you that are affecting you as well, have a look at where they are in your birth chart and what the reason is that things are happening. Remember, it's reinvent, revisit, revitalize. It's all the re's. It's like the past. It's like, okay, stop, have a look. Here's some stuff you need to work on. And divine timing is a funny thing. When you're in divine timing with somebody, you start seeing them all the time. Everywhere you go, they'll pop up. And then when Mercury goes retrograde, the divine timing, it's like takes you back to a certain time, depending what the other planets are doing, and you start seeing somebody that you would have seen in your past, and they've coming back into your life. And it could be a good thing. Where was your head? What was your energy? What was your life like? What was you vibrating at? What problems did you have then? They're all, start asking the questions. Okay, this person has revisited my energy, my vibrational energy. Is my vibrational energy at the moment mirroring that vibrational energy for what I was like back then? How can I change that? Is that something that I want, or is that something that I don't want? So it's all of those sorts of things. So I hope this has given you a little bit of guidance and help with Mercury retrograde. Work with it, manifest with it, have a look. This can be a cleansing, upgrading, spiritual time for you. So use it for your benefit. This is Linda Willow Roberts. Thank you very much.